everybody. Welcome to Blood in the Water, our Vampire the Masquerade V5 Chronicle set in Tampa Bay, Florida. Actually, it's not Tampa Bay. There's really no place called Tampa Bay. It's just Tampa. But anyway, my name is Bolthra. I'd like to welcome you to the show. If you've never been with us before, welcome. Glad you found us. Please be sure to give the video a like and subscribe so that you can continue to follow all the games we have here. I'm going to go ahead and introduce my players. They're going to tell us who they're playing. We're going to start with someone who I don't normally start with, just to mix things up, and we're going to go with Whispers.
2 days in a row, so I can't give you absolute salt. I see how it is. Okay. Hi, I Whispers, playing Dr. Shirley You Care, your crazy psychologist who lives mainly off of spite, chaos, and the occasional game, A Family Feud.
That's awesome. Let's let's bring in Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Layla Jensen, who used to be in a band. Now she's trying to figure out what's going on.
She's a solo artist now.
Maybe. Yeah, could be.
Maybe she's going to be a singer-songwriter someday. Who knows?
She's not sure. She doesn't know where her bass is. So, I mean, what's she going to do, right?
Guess we'll find out.
Uh-huh.
And last but not least, Aloysius.
Hello. It wouldn't be me if I wasn't having technical difficulties 24/7.
No.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I'm playing Silas Lambert, Ventru Fixer, Family Man, Coterie Dad, blah 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 blah.
All right, and
And
you know what?
he's
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, go on. Okay, well, he's getting cozy with Cassandra at the moment to be in her good graces, and if things go well, apparently things are going to go very well for him. So we'll see how that ends up.
It's true. We're gonna see how all that works out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do a quick recap from episode 1. Layla and her new pack, her
Cotieri.
well, in the Sabbath they call them a pack, but essentially the same thing. Yep. In the Sabbath they call it a pack, but essentially the same thing. It's just a different term.
Different term.
Yep.
All right.
Her and her gang of shovelheads were out scouting the garage for the Wells Fargo building. Why were they at that particular location? Because that is where the offices of one Cassandra Underwood, Baron of South Tampa, maintains one of her offices in a company called Consolidex. They watched from the street. They decided, we want to move in a little bit further. A poor security guard was, made
Massacred.
a bit of a massacred. Yeah, I guess that's a nice term for it. And his body cast into the shrubbery.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled into the parking garage, and that's where, as driving around, Layla saw Silas coming out of an elevator that she knows leads up to Baron Underwood's offices. There was a bit of an awkward moment, kind of a, hey, how you doing? How you been?
Yeah, it was really awkward.
It was pretty awkward, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Silas had been meeting with Baron Underwood. She kind of wanted to gauge his interest in helping her, because Baron Deshaun Taylor of West Tampa has been making some overtly aggressive moves on her territory of South Tampa. And she had made a tentative offer to Silas that if West Tampa could be cleansed, that she would back him to be the next Baron of West Tampa. Meanwhile, over in East Tampa, at Dr. Shirley's humble abode, she's begun bringing in some former patients who have some particular sets of skills that interest her. She's starting to build up some things she needs to not only protect her home, but also possibly expand as needed. So she's begun having them work on getting some things arranged for her. And I think this is a nice place now to just jump back into the next evening. We're going to start off with Silas and Baron Underwood are in a Mercedes sedan being driven by one of Baron Underwood's retainers. They're on their way into East Tampa to meet with Baron Underwood. A meeting was quickly arranged, and they know they're supposed to be going to an address they were given. They're not quite sure what it was. If they wanted to Google that address and find out what they could, or they could just rely on luck and go to meet Baron Montenegro. So we're gonna kind of
I'm definitely looking it up on Google before.
That sounds like a capital idea. Okay, when you look it up, you find that it is called the Ybor City Jazz Bar. Has good reviews on Yelp. Seems like a fairly normal place. And it has has live music every night, as a jazz bar would be expected to have. And they are
naturally,
of course, yes, and they are actually on. What, do we have comments already? No. Okay. Sorry. Nope. I was just glancing. I wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
And they are on their way. They're coming down Dale Mabry to head towards East Tampa when, from behind their car, police lights and a siren can be heard. And they seem to be urging the driver to pull over. He kind of glances back. Ma'am? She's like, yes. Go pull over. Driver pulls over, and a Tampa PD car pulls up behind them, and slowly the officer gets out of his vehicle, walks over, and he doesn't tap on the driver's window. He taps on Silas's window, which is on the driver's side.
All right, I'll briefly look to Cassandra.
She's like, it would seem that the rumors might be true, that Jesus has kind of locked down his territory.
I sort of just give a knowing nod and roll down the window.
Okay, officer's there. He's like, good evening.
Evening, officer.
Your plate came back as some suspicious activity with this vehicle.
Interesting.
And
what would that be exactly?
And he kind of looks at his notepad and he's like, well, that this vehicle might have been stolen at one time. Could I possibly get ID from you, sir? And he kind of glances in. He's like, and from you, ma'am?
I was sort of briefly look to Cassandra.
She's like, she looks like she wants to do the Jedi mind trick on him.
I was going to say Silas is thinking of doing the exact same thing.
And she glances at Silas and she just kind of makes this make it go away gesture.
Okay, I assumed. And I will sort of like look back to him and meet his gaze and just say, "You don't need to see our IDs," and I will mesmerize him.
Okay, sounds good. I don't recall if that needs a roll.
Well, if he's mortal, then it won't need a roll.
He is more. Yeah, from what you can
Okay.
tell, he is mortal.
Yes.
so.
Okay. I do have
Okay.
to rouse for that, so we'll
Yeah.
see how that goes. And I get a bit hungrier. Love to see it.
All right. Hungry. He's like, yeah, I'm sure everything's okay with this. I was just asked to keep an eye out for certain vehicles.
Understandable. And I appreciate you doing your job. You're doing very good work, officer. We're just here to meet a friend.
Where are you folks headed?
We're like right near the jazz club, right?
Fairly close, yeah.
Okay. I'll sort of just like gesture in the direction of the jazz club and say, "We're meeting a friend at the local jazz club."
Oh. And he... In that case, I can escort you over.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. We greatly appreciate that.
He's like, he nods and heads back to his car.
I roll up the window.
Jesus is really rolling out the red carpet for us.
Apparently so.
And the squad car pulls ahead, driver pulls out, and you guys follow for the remaining 7 minutes of your drive. Of course, just like in all TV shows, there's a parking. He can pull right up front to the front door. Looks like there's a line to get in.
Naturally.
You guys step out, and the officer actually walks up and just kind of waves to the bouncer. He's kind of points to you guys, and like that, the velvet rope goes up, and Cassandra and Silas walk in.
Yep. I'll like step out and I'll like take Cassandra's hand as she steps out of the vehicle.
Thank you, Silas. You go in. It is, if you've ever been to, say, a House of Blues, it's kind of similar setup with a seating on all sides. It's probably about the size of a House of Blues, maybe slightly smaller, with a dance floor and a stage. When you get in, one of the hosts actually leads you over to a corner table. There is a band playing quite loud. Most of the people were either dancing or just kind of nodding their head, drinking. And you get to a corner table, very dark, very private, where one Jesus Montenegro sits, watching the stage. He doesn't even seem to have noticed you've arrived.
And I will walk up and just take a seat at the table.
Okay. And he kind of just puts up one finger like, hold on. And the band finishes out their song. The bass player is incredible. Layla would be highly impressed by him. And then everyone, there's a huge round of applause. And Cassandra sits opposite you, really kind of on Jesus' other side, so that the two of you kind of surround him in a way.
Okay.
As the music ends and the band seems like they're going to be taking a break, Jesus turns to Silas and he's like, "Thank you for coming. I trust you had no issues entering Ybor City?"
No, thank you, Baron Montenegro. We had a bit of a interaction with the local law enforcement, but they were very kind and escorted us the rest of the way.
Well, you're on the good list, as we say. I can't be too careful these days with who comes and goes.
Very understandable with how things are as of late.
And he looks over at Cassandra and says, "So, what can I help you with tonight?" She kind of sighs, and a server comes up just at that moment to take drink orders, and she kind of just glances at the server like this kind of fuck off look, and the server quickly fucks off to allow the three of you to speak in peace. She indicates that she would be interested in forming a more permanent alliance with Baron Montenegro, given Baron Taylor's recent increase in aggression towards her territory. And he nods. And he says, "Well, I might be interested in working on something together, but I'd first like to get Mr. Lambert's opinion on things."
Well, after my meeting with Baron Underwood last night, I had a little bit of an encounter with one of Deshawn's goons, and I was rather persuasive in getting them to tell me what I wanted to know. And I will sort of just like relay the information that I was able to glean from what Layla told me, and obviously like leave her name out of it. But
okay. What specifics do you go into?
Basically just like everything that she told me that happened like after she met with him, like the diablerie and the blood bonding, and basically like all of that stuff that she said had happened to her and that she had witnessed. But yeah, like leaving her name out of it.
Okay. Underwood and Montenegro glance at each other. This is news to both of them. So Montenegro says, "Blood bonding?"
That's what I was told.
As in rituals, or more as a social contract? I guess I'd like a little more information.
It seemed as if it was more on the ritualistic side, though I cannot confirm one way or the other, as I was not able to properly glean that information.
Are you saying this person's involved with a certain organization?
I'm saying there's a high likelihood.
Can you confirm it?
Not at this moment in time.
This troubles me. Are you suggesting that Baron Taylor is not who he says he is?
He may very well be who he says he is. But that may not be the whole truth.
Of course. Because that makes my participation variable. If he is simply a greedy anarch, as we call ourselves, who wants to expand his territory, he can be pacified if need be, put back in his place. But if he and kind of just glances at his fingers. He is of the sort of Cain, shall we say. Then this is a much bigger problem.
Agreed.
And that makes my involvement a little different. Now, Cassandra is a little because Cassandra did not know about this either, because obviously you haven't talked to her yet.
Yeah, because we just met back.
Yeah.
Right.
No. And she says, "Well, I think either way, Deshawn needs to be taken care of." And Jesus says, "Yes, but the destruction of one of our kind is not something to be taken lightly, unless they pose a serious moral threat to our current community."
Well, if these, what I was told of Diablerie is anything to go off of, then clearly Deshawn is treating the destruction of one of our kind quite lightly.
Mm-hmm. And Cassandra says, "All right, well, let's get down to it then, Jesus. Are you willing to assist me in, well, defending my territory against Deshawn?" And Jesus kind of seems to pause for a moment, think about it. He says, "Well, I am interested. I like you, Cassandra. You keep an orderly community. You don't interfere with my business. But I'll be honest, we would really have to consider what we're doing then with that territory if Deshawn is removed. Because for my interest, I don't want there to be a third Baron. I believe the city should be redrawn, new maps, and split 50-50. I have sufficient backing in case Baron Taylor makes a move across my territory. But it seems he would have to come possibly through yours, a part of yours, to get to me." And he looks over at Silas, and I suspect that would possibly infringe upon you as well. I suspect you're a resident of South Tampa?
I am.
And he just kind of leans back, and so that's my proposal, 50-50 split. Cassandra kind of looks over at Silas like,
Silas, it doesn't really sort of like his face doesn't like change much at the proposal because
I'd actually like him to make a roll.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what role are you thinking?
I think definitely composure, and you don't have any dots in performance. Let's do composure and etiquette.
Etiquette. All right.
Yes.
That's not the worst pool
Right.
in the world.
Yeah, I'm trying to be fair on this one.
Okay.
Like, is he smart enough to keep his mouth shut and not give away everything? So,
I mean, I feel like he definitely wouldn't verbally say anything, but like whether Jesus can like gleam something off his face is another thing.
That's what we're seeing.
Okay. Any particular difficulty, or do you want me to just roll?
Just roll. We should be fine.
Okay.
And I have to roll for ruh-roh. Possible bestial failure. Oh boy. Okay.
I was say, well, it depends on what he rolls as to whether it's a bestial failure or not.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have him in Foundry, so I gotta roll for him. So let's see. He senses something troubles you. He kind of raises an eyebrow. Would this agreement be sufficient with you, Silas?
I have no qualms with it.
We can get down to the formalities later once we establish what would be the plan. But I guess I'd like a little more evidence. Perhaps you could bring this person to me. We can have a little chat.
I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. And the band looks like it's getting ready to start up. And Jesus is really enjoying the night. He says,
I'm sure he is.
He's like, get in touch with me when you have someone we can speak with. Because I really need to verify the claim before I would potentially make a move.
Understood.
Cassandra kind of, if she could grind her teeth, she probably would. She's stands up and she's like, Jesus, it's Cassandra. And she is ready to leave when you are.
All right, I stand up and I give a polite nod and just say, Baron Montenegro.
Mr. Lambert.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy the music.
I will. I think I will. Okay. So, following Cassandra's lead, you head out. When you get outside the club and your car arrives, she doesn't say a word to you till she gets in the car.
Understandable.
And she gets in. She says, "What the fuck? The Sabbat are in town? Is that what you were trying to say, but you weren't saying the word?"
I have a strong suspicion, yes.
Oh, Christ. Oh, this is bad.
It's certainly not ideal.
All right, whatever proof you can get, because he'll help. He wants too much. He wants way too much, but I don't know if I can do this by myself with the resources I have. And if it's the Sabbath, I'll be honest, he's going to bring in resources that we don't want. He's got connections to the Camarilla, and I don't think we want them.
It would certainly be best if we don't have their involvement. But we both know the Sabbat holds a greater threat to both parties.
And if she could have a headache coming on, it's almost a flashback to her mortal days. She kind of just holds her head.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, and she's all right. You've got to get some evidence to back this up, because he won't. He'd be willing to let Deshawn roll over me, I think, because he wouldn't have to get involved.
He did seem very smarmy about all that.
Yeah. All right. She will take you back to wherever you want to be dropped off. Anything else you would like to do with the remainder of the evening?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if Layla still has. I don't remember, based off of what happened last season, if Layla still has her phone.
Yeah, I would suspect she still has a phone. Yeah, she has to keep in touch with her pack and that kind of thing. So
Okay. Well, I guess he would try and message her. And say, need to talk ASAP.
okay.
And then just
My
send
phone
that off.
buzzes, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Where do you want to meet?"
Oh wait, what's the club that we first met at? I'm blanking on its name.
The Vale.
The Vale. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
say
let's go
that.
to the Vale.
Okay.
Come
Yeah,
get me.
I'll say the Vale.
And we're going to pick up with that in just a bit because Layla has a little bit of business she has to do first.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
but what we're going to do first is we're going to move back over to Dr. Shirley's house. And her new dream team has been busy. We remember that there was the gun shop owner named Earl. Earl has dropped off a rather substantial cache of weapons. You've dropped off a couple automatic rifles, some handguns, and lots of ammo.
And I paid him fully in cash.
You did. And he takes the money. He's a bit of a curmudgeon, but he's all right. He's like, do you need me again tonight?
No, but keep your phone on just in case. And remember, session next week, Tuesday.
All right. And he leaves. Next up is Vivian, the Hillsborough County Commissioner. She's with Dr. Shirley. We had talked about possibly looking into rezoning, doing some rezoning with your property, and also was looking at any of the other properties that are nearby you. She gives you a printout of some nearby properties, and basically some paperwork for you to look at. Should I wait, or would you like to review this yourself?
It's my day off, sweetie, and thank you so much.
Of course.
And Dr. Shirley will give her like a bit of a hug before sending her off.
Okay. She seems enthused by that. Next up is Sheila, the plumber. She had been working during the day to look at your current setup, and says, "Well, Dr. Shirley, there's definitely some old pipes here in the house that we could replace, and you had talked about you wanted a different waste disposal, kind of I think a something, you wanted to do something different with the sewers or something." She says, "I'm sorry, I haven't had a lot of sleep."
Well, since you've having a lot of sleep, why don't you go upstairs and rest, and we can talk about everything else in the morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't. It's been tough.
Sweetie, don't worry. You need your proper sleep for your frontal cortex to be working properly. We can have you working under those conditions. Main reason, because I can't afford to buy insurance for you working on the house.
Okay. So she kind of nods gratefully, and she next up was Megan, the IT analyst, who has a bit of an attitude, and she's like, "All right, I've looked. I mean, you basically have a kind of a cheap Wi-Fi setup here. I mean, what else would you want to potentially do here? I mean, it looks like you want to build on this place or something, but what are you looking to do, I guess?"
better Wi-Fi, a great firewall, and depending on how, let's say, how much you will do that I don't tell the courts that you're doing.
And she kind of bites her lip a little, and she says, "I did manage to hook up your old security system. It doesn't look like it was been used in a while, but I was able to make some quick upgrades to it this afternoon." She says, "Do you have a phone, right? Like a cell phone?"
Shirley pulls out her flip phone.
She says, "Well, you're gonna need something a little more advanced than that, Dr. Shirley." She says, "Here." She says, "I have mine," and then she goes, "Oh, wait, there's something, because you had some motion sensors way out in the edge of property, and one of them's going off. You have like wild animals and all sorts of things roaming around, right?"
Yeah, but I'll give a quick whistle to bring my animals to me because they should be in the house at the moment. Do all three of them come up?
Yes, yeah. And Megan says, it could be just like a deer or something. I mean, I don't know.
Sweetie, I live with a wolf and a lion. I don't think a lot of deer would be around here within 50 miles. Why don't you stay here with the animals? Tell the others to stay in the room. I'll keep the lioness with you, and then I'm gonna look at my little new snow wolf and just go, "Hello, you cream pie. Can you go upstairs and make sure our sleeping guests are completely okay?" And I'll send my wolf upstairs to make sure our sleeping guest is okay. Have my lion guarding my other guest, and I'll have my hawk start just flying around the house for just security. And Dr. Shirley is gonna take off her heels.
Okay.
And she's just gonna start booking it and switching her around her as she moves closer to the movement.
Okay. Kyle looks a little put out that he didn't get a chance to contribute, but kind of wisely shuts up. So
he'll have his moment.
Kyle.
Fully, as she's running, because I have to do this, she picks up the phone and just goes, "Diana, I am busy. We'll fix Mountain Rider, Claude, whatever Brian's doing later. It's my day off. Bye." And if you want to know what that is about, please go watch the Werewolf Game on this channel.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Dr. Shirley does running, looks at a non-existent camera, and plugs a werewolf.
We've established it's the same universe, so yeah, it is possible.
True.
Dr. Shirley could be
Dr. Shirley in Werewolf.
Yep. So, okay, so your hawk is kind of flying above the house.
Yeah, doing surveillance of where I have my people.
Okay. I want to have you make a. Let me get your character sheet out. Let's see. I think your animalism has feral whispers or whatever they used to call it. I think.
Yes, I do. I can speak to animals.
Yeah, let me take a look at that. I don't want to get too heavy on the.
You're fine. Animalism. It's my base ability that I don't have to roll for. I can transmute desire through force of will upon animals. I can speak to ally animals in chirps, hisses, and barks.
Okay.
And I have a strong connection with the wildlife around me.
Okay. Your hawk kind of makes kind of a screech kind of noise as he passes by the house, and it kind of indicates danger.
Yeah, then as I leave the house, Dr. Shirley grabs her pistol, puts it in front of her pants because she's used to having a snake there, not anymore. Want to know why that? Go check season 2. And she does grab her fucking battle axe, which is just a horseshit shovel, puts it on her back, and continues her to like look at the danger.
Okay. You head out towards the area that the motion detector had gone off. It's dark. There's obviously no lights out here, but you have a good feel for your land, and I would like you to make a wits and awareness roll, please.
Wits and aware.
Yeah, as you're kind of patrolling your land.
And what that is? Oh, I'm good at awareness. Decently. Under wits, what's the difficulty?
Just keep it where it's at.
Okay.
Okay.
That's 3 successes.
Okay, and let's see. You spot movement by an old oak tree.
Wonderful. I would like to move my heightened senses from my ear to my eyes to give me dark vision.
Okay.
And I'm going to look directly at them in a way they know I've spotted them.
Okay. Yeah, when you look, you do see a figure move. They appear to be trying to evade you, though.
I am going to make a check then, because I think I can use this. Give me a moment to double check my abilities. Yep. It's been a while, guys. Who's watching this? I gotta remember what all my shit does. Movies go well. There was battles over immortals, subdued the splinter. Oh, hope and fury. The target becomes seems the eyes and channel. I was trying to get those courageous to that. Benefits. Okay, I am going to use my Soothe the Beast on him.
Okay.
This will allow me to quell him into basically in a submissive state as I coo and soothe the beast inside of him. Come on, animalism. I need at least a 3 success on this for this to go off.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Sure, if I read that right, we'll try and make sure I get in quick enough eye contact to force my will through him.
Okay. Let me, you were using Soothe the Beast?
Yeah, I believe I can use it in that way to force my will upon a vampire, because I just did a quick read, so it didn't take much long.
Sorry, I'm just looking up, because I want, Quell the Beast, okay.
Sorry, not Soothe, Quell,
no,
my bad.
No, that's okay. Okay, because I just want to see what they're going to roll. Okay, because this will be contested, so...
Player rolls manipulation plus intimidation, forcing the beast through fear, or manipulation and empathy to soothe it into complacency. The difficulty roll is 7 in either case.
Okay, so go ahead and make your roll.
Mm-hmm. Come on. I did, what the... okay, 5. Blood features disciplines. I can just select animalism, and it will roll for me?
No, you're gonna roll. You are gonna roll your charisma plus animalism. So you have, I think 4 or 3 or 4 in animalism.
I have 3, so that's 6 in total.
Okay. So just choose your charisma. And then for modifier, just put in the additional 4 for the dice. And speaking of animalism, I apologize. I need to go walk my dog. I will be right back.
Oh, you're fine. It's me. You saw me first session. I went on a 15-minute tangent.
I apologize. I will be right back.
Fucking 6. Is there a way I can push that to quell him? Oh. Silence is here. Silence.
Oh,
Is there something I can do to give myself another success?
I will be right back.
Yes. Wait.
Go ahead. You can explain.
Yes. You can burn a willpower in order to roll 3 more dice if you want to.
I have full willpower. 10 out of 10 over here, baby.
Oh, then go right ahead. You can, you can burn that willpower all you want.
Yeah, this is the last season. Might as well use all that willpower she has. But yeah, I feel like subduing him into complacency will be Shirley's best bet.
Fair enough.
Let me use my therapist powers to make him do whatever the fuck I want him to do.
Let me gaslight him into doing whatever
whatever
I say is best for him.
So, should I just select charisma and just roll it again? Because I have 3 dice.
This is the first time that we've used this. Sure. If you have something with 3 dice in it, then just roll that, because I think that'll be easier than us figuring out where reroll is at the moment.
Wonderful. That brings me to 9 successes.
All right.
Do I get something for going over 7?
I would say that is there's nothing to slouch at for sure. I feel like every time I move slightly, my entire right half of my body just vanishes into the ether with this background.
Yeah, part of my chair is missing. Yeah.
No. I completely forgot. I could have just used this ability instead.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, that's 9 successes.
So, well, hold on. So you were using
I used
willpower?
a willpower to roll 3 more dice.
Okay, all right, then that's fair. Yeah, they stop, and they kind of turn their head as they were looking away, and they kind of give us shit oh shit. It is a young man, maybe early 20s, kind of black hoodie on, black jeans, trying to be stealthy, but you found him.
Yeah.
And he just stops.
Shirley just looks him directly in the eye. Her eyes, when she uses her quelling of the beast, goes fully animalistic, as her own beast inside of her forces the other one to soothe, and she just goes, "Come," and points in front of her.
Okay. Can you give me another wits and awareness roll, please?
Wits and awareness.
Yes.
Yes. Wits. No, I want to click awareness first, and then
Yeah.
wits.
Yeah.
That is going to be 3 successes.
You turn your head. You see there is a second figure raising a gun at you. We'll just say a pistol.
My dear, get your friend to call his gun down.
Bobby, don't do it. And he's like, "This is supposed to be quick in and out. We're not. Just you didn't see us, lady. We can go."
Fine, but I have some questions first.
Okay, who are you going to look at then?
Oh, I'm kind of focusing on the one that I have quelled into complacency with me, because I feel like he'll answer me more truthfully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just go, "Why are you guys here?"
We were supposed to come and scout out your property.
Why?
The person who hired us wanted to know what you had here.
What's the Baron of this part of Tampa again?
Montenegro.
Cool. Now, was it Montenegro that sent you, or another person?
He went, "No, not him."
Is it one of the barons?
And he goes, no.
Are you lying to me?
Yes. No. Wait. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yes.
I just know. And he kind of grabs his head. He's like, oh, not. And the guy named Bobby goes, don't say a fucking word. You know, we don't say we're not even allowed to talk about this.
Okay. I won't put you at any danger. Just know it's really hard to get by my property and let anyone, especially your boss, know that I have motion sensors now. So, if someone wants to enter my property, you guys can just ask. I won't bite. And she flashes her teeth.
Okay. The guy with the gun is going to actually fire at you. So let's see how he does. Da, 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 da. Oh. It goes click. Like, jammed. He's like, oh shit. Hell of a time for no successes. So
Dr. Shirley not even going to look at him, and just goes, leave my property this once.
Okay. He seems ready to, now that he's gun jammed, he kind of just puts it back in his waistband, and he kind of just starts backing up slowly.
Yeah, I'll walk up to the one that I have complacent and quelled, and hand them enough money to pay for a bus fare.
What? Why? Where am I supposed to go?
Wherever you need to go. I'm assuming you might need money for a taxi or something.
If he finds out I talked, there's nowhere I can go.
You can come here, sweetie.
He did things to me, to my, I can't, and he kind of stutters. He's like, I can't say his name. I see it in my head, but I can't.
Let me see if I can use this ability.
You would probably need dominate, I would imagine.
I think I have another way to undo it if you allow me to, because I'm a therapist.
I'm open to suggestions.
So you're saying something's affecting his mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I put my consciousness inside of his head to counter it?
I don't know if that's powerful enough to. He has something blocking his memory.
True.
I'm not sure animalism would.
I'm looking at aspects of my
Aspects?
telepathy. I can go into someone's mind and decently control their thoughts.
This is probably more towards dominate. There's like his memories from what he's saying to you. His memories have been altered. He can't say the name of who he works for.
Okay, Dr. Shirley's gonna hold up a finger to him, like, one moment, pick up her phone, take a minute, and call Silas.
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
And just gonna sit there while it's ringing, just looking at this man, like, just give me 1 second.
He's just.
All right. Well, Silas will presumably be driving to the Vale at this moment in time, so he'll look at his phone. Like, wait a second. Like, roll his eyes slightly, not as hard as he used to, but still slightly. And he'll answer the phone. Yes.
Silas, sweetie, I have a favor.
And that would be.
Now, are you the one with Dominate, or is that someone else?
I very much have that, yes.
Could you help me with a little thing? Someone was on my property, will get killed if they return, but their mind was altered, and I need a little something, something.
What exactly would that something be?
It might interest you that a possible Baron is looking into me against my will and sending scouts to my property, and I want to know which one it is.
I see. All
And
right.
Last I checked, and you have connections to, what was her name? Cassandra?
Cassandra.
Well, if it's a Baron that, is who I might think it is, you might get some information from this one.
All right. Storyteller, how far away is Dr. Shirley from me currently?
Well, that's what's going to make it interesting. Is you're supposed to meet up with Layla, or you could set up a meeting with Dr. Shirley later, or the three of you could chat. Who knows?
Oh no, honestly, Dr. Shirley was planning to go to the Vale today to drink. Like, that was just actually coincidental that they were going there as well.
Okay.
But we'll say, like, after a couple seconds of silence, Dr. Shirley's like, hey, do you remember that place? Was it like the Tail?
The Veil.
Oh, the Vale. Yeah, I need a drink if you just want me to meet me there, and I'll bring the guy.
I am currently on my way there now to meet Layla.
Ooh, wonderful. We're all getting back together, and I need a drink.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll see you there then.
Wonderful. Do you want me to bring the guy with me?
Might as well. Just
Cool.
stuff him in the trunk.
Hey, you're the one with experience in stuffing people into trucks. I stuff them into back seats.
I did not say I didn't have expertise in that. Just do it. And I hang up.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I look back at this guy like, so do you want to go to the Vale?
Guess I'll go wherever you want me to.
Cool, I have someone who can fix you if you don't, and you're gonna answer some questions afterwards. Your friend over there could go help.
He's gone. He's already split.
Yeah, so as I'm walking him through, I'm gonna stick my head in the office. We're like, guys, it's fine. It was just a patient of mine who needed something. So you're all free to go. And Kyle, yes, I know the interior decorating, and yes, I know they said the wrong color. We'll discuss it tomorrow.
Kyle sulks. So, okay. We're gonna now just take a little step backwards, because we're gonna check in with Layla to see what she was busy with, maybe before Silas called her. So we're gonna switch over to Layla, and she has decided it's maybe time for a little bonding with her pack.
Right.
Her pack were about 3 people. There was a kind of a haggard woman named Martina. Excuse me.
Was it Martina?
Martina, yes. Yeah, who seems very bitey and a little on edge.
Yeah.
There was a Gary, middle-aged man who
was writing post-it notes about
things. Yes. Yeah, we think it may have been an accountant, perhaps, before he was embraced.
Maybe an IT guy. I don't know.
Perhaps, yeah. And then there was Ruben, who kind of a stronger young guy, maybe been a bodybuilder of some sort. We're not quite sure what his occupation was.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter anymore, because basically they're new recruits. You're only slightly higher up than them. You're older than them.
Just a little,
but,
yes.
But in terms of the hierarchy chart, shall we say, the org chart, you're you're a little bit higher than them. So,
a little bit, yeah.
So you planned maybe a little team bonding.
Yeah.
And they arrive. We'll say you picked not the Vale.
No.
You picked maybe another place that might be kind of sentimental to you. What was a place maybe you like to hang out?
I don't even remember. I think she was at the Vale most of the time.
How
I
about
don't
a
know.
music? How about a music store?
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Music
okay.
store. It's only maybe like about let's say it's summer, so they're maybe open till 10. So you
Okay.
get there about 9.
hmm
The clerk in the store is really trying to follow Martina around the store. She looks like a crackhead who's looking to steal stuff. So he is definitely following her around.
Do I notice?
Oh yeah. When you
Okay.
come in, you see
Yeah.
she's just kind of fidgeting and she's just kind of picking things up and looking at them and
Yeah, I'm gonna
plucking a
like
couple
link
strings with her
arms
long
with her and
nails.
be like,
Okay.
"Calm down. You're attracting attention."
A little shit over there. So I can
Just-
take him.
That's not the point.
All right. She's like Gary
Okay.
and Strong Guy, whatever the hell his name was. They're sitting in the back looking at the music books or something.
Yeah,
like that. I don't know.
let's go over there with them, and then
Okay.
we'll just have like a little conversation. Okay.
Gary has forgone his glasses. He seems to have now realized that he doesn't need them, and the cracked glasses. He still kind of has them in maybe like a shirt pocket or something.
Okay.
But Ruben is he's actually kind of flipping through one of the books, music books, just kind of just taking an eye out, you know.
Okay.
Hello, Dr. Squiggums.
Okay. So we're probably going towards the back of the place
Yeah.
and like flipping through
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
records and stuff like that. And is there anyone like nearby us or
No.
Okay, so we've got a little area here. Okay.
The clerk, for whatever reason, backed off.
Well, because I corralled Martina.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know,
And anyone who's worked in retail, when it starts getting close to closing time, that's when you really start to follow customers around to kind of give them the "we're closing, get the fuck out" look. So,
right.
But he backed off. So
Okay, cool. So I brought y'all here not just to look at records. So I thought we could get to know each other a little bit better. And, you know, people flip through records and talk to each other. It's normal. So I have a few questions, and you can ask me stuff as well. Okay?
and she's like, Martina's like, all right, and she's just like, quick, flick, like,
No.
And you see the records just going.
Hey, chill.
What?
Just stop. Okay, calm down.
Right.
There you go.
And she's
Okay.
like, taking like one long nail to flip a record.
Okay,
It's just
that's
better.
fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's better. Just don't break them. They'll charge us for them. You know. Okay, so, how long have any of you been what we are now? Don't use the word.
And she says, Martina looks over the other guy. She's like, well, we dug out 5 nights ago.
Okay. All of you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good to know. Do you know who your sires are? You don't have to say their name, just yes or no.
No.
You don't know. Okay. Gary, do you know?
No. He
You don't
says,
know either.
he says, I remember being chased by some scary looking lady, and then there was a lot of pain, and then the next thing I know, I'm digging myself out of dirt behind a Home Depot.
Wow. Okay. So you don't know who your sire is either. And I look over at the younger guy. And you? Same?
Nope.
You don't know who the sire is. Okay. All right. That's going to be potentially difficult for y'all because you really can get a lot of help from your sire if you have one and you know who they are.
And Gary says, well, we were told that we kind of work together as a collective.
Right.
So
That's not the same, though, as having a sire.
I guess and he's like, I'm 5 days into this.
I know. I didn't know it was this short. I mean, that y'all must be traumatized.
Yeah. It, buried, well, I guess not really alive. Thing was a bit stressful. Yeah.
I bet it was. Yeah. Okay.
Martina's like, it really fucked me up. If you gotta know.
Good to know. The you may be traumatized for a while, but it'll pass as you just continue on. You know. I think I didn't go through that for some reason. Okay, so another question. What did you do before all this happened? Like, what was your life like? Do you have family? What did you work at?
Gary answers first. He's like, yeah, I worked for a local accounting group and had a wife, 3 kids. I'd really like to see them. I don't think they know what happened to me.
Yeah, they probably think you're missing, considering all of that.
Well, I was near the, I was leaving the office and I was near that parade, and that's when the scary lady chased me, and Ruben just kind of speaks up. He's like, yeah, I was at the parade too.
You're both at the parade?
Yeah.
Martina, were you there too?
She's like, oh, hell yeah. She says, that was a hell of a party.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, Martina, what did you do before this? Don't say the word.
A little of this, a little of that. Just, whatever you got to do to get by,
Okay.
I didn't really have a career path as maybe somebody like Gary, had.
Right. Okay. Do you have family? I'll take that as a no. Yeah.
If they even give a fuck about me, they wrote me off years ago.
That's too bad. Okay. And I look over at the bodybuilder who's flipping through a book.
He's like, my partner, but I'd been afraid to go home to see if he's still there. I got the feeling from Deshaun that we're not supposed to go looking for our families, that we work for the, and he's like,
don't say that either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I think that's all the questions I have for now. Do you guys have any questions you want me to answer?
And Martina goes, when's dinner? Getting a little
Oh my. Yeah, that's gonna have to wait a little bit. I have some other stuff to do later today. Tonight. Yeah. So is that your only question, or? And
she's like, about all that matters right now.
Okay.
Ruben speaks up and says, yeah, Deshaun said he wanted to see us tonight.
Okay.
He wanted to find out what we found out last night.
Right. Don't say that either.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Not here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know how much you know about me, but I used to be in a band. And
Gary just kind of shrugs. He's like, sorry, I'm not much of a music fan.
That's fine. But that was spent a lot of time like that, and I know who my sire is. So, yeah. All right. Well, if we're supposed to go talk to him, we should go back and fill him in on that, I guess.
Okay. And that's when the clerk just kind of wanders over. He's kind of like, excuse me, folks, we're going to be closing in a little bit.
Oh, sorry. We just kind of got lost in the music. So,
Martina goes and just kind of snaps her teeth in his face. Like,
hey, chill. Sorry, she ran out of her medication. I'm helping her out. Okay.
Damn straight I ran out. Yeah. And she kind of just flicks his ear and
I'm going to like grab
strides
her hand,
out.
Like hold her hand.
She's like, and she's going to, so, okay. As you're heading out, that's when the call from Silas comes.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Um,
Hold on. Just
or
all
the
right. Get in
text.
the
I'm
car.
sorry.
Yeah, get in the car. Get in the car. All right. What do we got?
Okay. And I think Silas, you said you wanted to meet.
Right.
You're on mute.
I'm on mute.
No, he's
Oh,
on
he's
mute.
on mute.
Okay. Yeah, I love how I tried to respond to you that I was muted, even though I knew that I was muted and had to unmute.
We all do it.
But yeah, I basically just said need to meet ASAP, and then we set up a meeting place at the Vale.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try to get there when I can. Got a couple things to do first.
And then I'll just respond, appreciated, I'll be waiting.
Okay. All right. And I'm assuming whoever's driving, which is not going to be me.
It's Martina.
Probably Martina. She's really good at it. You know. So we go back and talk to Deshawn.
Okay. So you go to a abandoned superstore in West Tampa. Is whatever, we'll say it's a Circuit City that's still up. No one has taken the place over. When you get in, there is some loud punk music playing inside.
Cool.
There are probably about 30 people in there of all different sizes, ages, appearances, we'll say. And they look like they're playing games of a sort. The entire store has been cleared out, but you see there's a couple fires burning. There's a couple campfires burning. And as you come in, you see this one group of people are taking turns jumping over the campfire. They're running up to it and jumping over it. One girl kind of burns her elbow, and she starts howling like the devil himself is chasing her, and everyone's laughing. Her starts throwing beer bottles and things like that at her. Another group seems to be trying to give someone a tattoo, but they're really carving hard into the person's arm. And you hear some conversation about, it'll work as long as we use the right trick. It'll stay. Don't worry, it won't fade by tomorrow. It's almost like a carnival atmosphere.
Wow, that's weird.
These. You get past these groups, and this is when it kind of thins out towards kind of the east wall of the place, and that's where you see Baron Deshawn Taylor.
Okay.
Again, he is a huge man, African American, has long dreads. Tonight is wearing like a football jersey of sorts. You're not a football fan, so you don't particularly know what team it is. He's wearing jeans and boots. He has a couple of people talking to him. That one is in a suit, looks completely out of place here. Is an older man with graying, fading gray hair, who's talking with Deshawn as you approach. And he sees you and then just kind of takes a step back. And that's when Deshawn turns to look at Layla.
Hi, we're here.
Yeah, I see. I see. I was hoping to hear from you last night. So, what's the deal? What'd you find?
And I walk closer to him because I don't want the whole. Well, the room's pretty loud. It's probably not a problem. We found a door.
Okay, good. You know, and you know the codes or whatever you need to get in there.
I don't know any of those. We just found the door. 3rd floor, parking garage.
Well, fuck, I can find a door. What I need is the way in. Isn't that what I told you?
I don't know. I I guess I forgot.
You forgot, and he advances on you.
I had a brain injury recently. It doesn't always stick. See? Size of a bullet.
He kind of picks his finger and kind of pushes on the wound, or where the wound was.
Yeah, it was
He's
right
like,
there.
He's like, I wonder if I just kind of twist, if I can fix that problem for you.
Maybe we got to go back and find the code. I don't know
Yeah,
how to do that.
yeah. I think you've uncovered the trick. I think you need a little more information, and I want to know everything about how to get in and out of there, so that when I do want to pay old dear Cassandra a visit, I don't have anything fucked up. Am I clear?
Yeah, I got it.
So
just
you're
hurry
gonna
down.
so you're gonna have this for me tomorrow night?
I think so. I'll try my best.
How is your gang of rejects here working out for you?
We're working on it.
Okay. Because I like you, Layla. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I thought I muted myself. Apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
I like you, Layla, and I think you have promise, and I'd like to make sure that you stick around for a couple more nights.
Okay.
But you're not that valuable to me.
Well, maybe I could be more valuable if I go find the code somehow.
Yeah, you do that. You got one more chance.
Okay.
I want details. I want, if there's security guards, I want.
Oh, there's security guards everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to know how many there are. I need to know the cameras. I need to know all of that shit.
Okay. We threw something at one of the cameras outside. Turned it.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the security guards is no more. Wasn't me.
I don't give
Yeah,
a fuck about them.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I guess I'll go count security guards.
I mean, don't be too sloppy, but I'm not counting security guards.
Okay.
I just want to know, what am I up against when we go to pay Cassandra a visit?
Okay.
I mean, it's as easy as just blowing up the whole fucking building, I suppose. But I'd rather see her in person first.
That would probably create a lot of attention.
It would, and it's not quite my style. I'm a little more personal.
Right. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
You do that. All right.
Okay.
So you can run along now.
Okay. And I turn around and grab Martina's arm and bring her with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's like, he's a tough guy, isn't he?
I think he just knows what he wants.
And Gary and Ruben follow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to go back to the parking garage.
But tonight?
Yeah, tonight. And see if we can get that code. I don't know how we're going to do that.
Okay, storyteller question then.
Uh-huh.
Do you still plan to go to the Vale?
Maybe after? After seeing if we can do something,
Okay.
I don't know what we're going to do. She's kind of freaked out now,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's go to the Vale with Silas and Dr. Shirley for now.
Okay. Yeah.
And give the player some time to think. And if we need to push something to the next episode, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna say Silas arrives first at the Vale.
All right.
Strides in. Place hasn't changed a bit in the couple weeks. I mean, you wouldn't expect it would. There is some sort
Feels
of
like a long time ago at this point.
It does. There is some sort of obnoxious, maybe not quite dubstep, maybe not quite metal kind of act on stage. To you, it's just noise. You spy the regular bartender. She gives you a nod and says,
Return her nod.
It's been a while, she kind of calls over.
I'll sort of like walk over to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a bit busy.
Yeah, things the last couple weeks it's been almost kind of slow. I mean, since since the regular band, I guess they're playing over at some other place. People keep coming in asking about Weeping Shadow. I tell them to just go to their website or whatever, look them up on social media. But doesn't seem like there's been any kind of updates in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I hear it's not going so well for them right now.
Oh, wow, that sucks. They were always pretty cool. And then the door opens and Dr. Shirley makes her entrance. And you're muted. You're muted.
Hold a Silas.
We all do it.
Yeah, she's fully walking in, holding on the guy that she dragged with her, just like kind of stumbling and hopping on one leg while walking and putting her heels back on. He's gonna wear shoes in places.
And he's kind of looking around like, what kind of place is this?
It's a bar.
And he just obedient dog at the moment, just follows.
Good boy. And I pat him on the head. Like usual, Dr. Shirley is gonna go to the bar and be like, "Hey, my usual, do you still remember my usual?"
Of course, yeah. And she starts looking around. She looks back. I think it was whiskey, maybe.
A whole bottle of whiskey.
Got it. All right. She just basically just grabs it off the bar. I said, how many glasses?
Just the bottle.
Okay. All right.
And remember, like always, put it on Silas's tab. And as I take the bottle, Dr. Shirley will walk over to Silas, downing like a shot from the bottle, just from the bottle itself.
Okay. He doesn't need to, but he reflexively sighs. And then just goes along with it.
Okay.
Silas, sweetie, how have you been?
Peachy, who's the sheep? And I gesture to who you're dragging along.
The one person that I wanted you to take a look at.
I see. And what exactly would you like me to do?
Can you undo the boogly woogly with your boogly woogly? It's Shirley talk, because I feel like Silas has been around her to know what she means. Use dominate him.
Well, that depends on what has been done to him. I can try and force him to tell us something, but if he doesn't know what he knows, then that will prove rather ineffective.
When it seems like his memories were altered, he still knows everything. He's just unable to speak it.
I see.
Yeah. Seems like it was a possible, like I said, a traumatic event that sent him down this road, and I thought I would call in a specialist.
I see. Let's try something and see what happens. And I will... How big is this guy?
He's kind of a just average sized.
Okay, so I'm like a behemoth compared to him.
You are,
okay,
yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, you're bigger than him.
So I'll sort of just like put my hand on his shoulder and sort of just like sit him down in a chair, and then I will pull up a chair right in front of him. I'll take a seat. I'll stare him in the eyes and just say, "Tell Dr. Shirley everything she wants to know," and I'm gonna try to mesmerize him.
Okay.
I'm assuming this would probably be a contested roll at this point.
It will be, yeah.
Okay. So then he needs to roll. Hold on.
He rolls his intelligence and resolve. It looks
yes,
like he rolled
and then I roll my
manipulation and
dominate manipulation.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look.
Manipulation. I'm gonna surge as well. Why not?
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Messy critical.
Okay.
We love to see it.
Okay. He kind of holds his head a little bit. He's like, "What? I've tried to tell you everything I can, but can't say his name."
Wow.
Can't say his name.
Can you write it? So is this something you can write if you can't speak it? Can you picture it in your head?
He's like, "Hurts too much. Can't." Just.
I wonder.
He wants to tell. He feels compelled to tell, but when he goes to say the name, there's a block there.
And Shirley, what exactly were you able to get out of him thus far?
That there is a baron that seems to be concerned about my recent expansions, protocols, building up weaponry, and
Actually,
I
a
also
point.
go ahead.
He did not say it was a baron. He said it. He did not say it was a baron.
True, but he also said yes, no, I don't know.
Right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. But Shirley's taking that. That's why she's saying possible baron.
Okay.
And probably because you know how there was that attack recently?
Yes.
I might have acquired some fledglings that are under my care and instruction.
I see. And I will turn my attention back to him, and I will sort of like loop my foot around the leg of the chair, and then like drag him a bit closer to me.
Okay. Now you gotta be careful.
And
There are people in the club, so you gotta make it.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Buddy talk.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still facing him, but I'm like pulling him closer to me.
Okay.
And just say, "Did Deshaun send you?"
No, I don't even know who Deshaun is.
How sincere does he look?
He looks pretty sincere, but if you would like to roll, that might be a contest. That would be probably either your wits and insight or awareness, whatever you're better at.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Insight. What do I have for insight? I guess it'd be awareness.
Yeah,
So,
whatever you're better at.
All right.
4 successes.
4 successes.
He is not lying.
Okay. So either he doesn't know his name, or he just straight up doesn't know who he is.
I have an idea that Shirley can do. I will look over at him. Do you have anything this person gave you for this mission?
No, we were just told to the address.
Any possible way you had any contacts, even if it was an object they held beforehand?
He thinks he's. They didn't give me anything. They just said the address, and I knew it. I remember your address, but
So you met this man in person.
yes,
Dark skin, dreads.
no,
No.
nothing like that.
I will say I do have one idea for what might be. Mr. Let's say Monterey. He's talking in code names. I'm assuming Silas knows who she's talking
Yes,
about.
yes,
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
yes, he can piece it together.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure she's not being like too secretive.
No.
Has been poking around my place, but I didn't think he would send dogs to take care of business.
Have you been stepping on his toes as of late?
All I did was buy some new land property, and I did not tell him I was buying that land and property.
So the answer is yes. You have been stepping on his toes.
Technically, it's a sanctuary. I have permission to build any sanctuary I want.
Lovely.
Don't worry, I already submitted the proper documentation and rezoning laws. This one's mine now. I've claimed him.
Good. I don't want him.
Cool, because Shirley's gonna get like very touchy, just kind of like hug him.
And he's
But
like,
it just goes, listen, and I'm gonna pet his head. Look, they're gonna kill him if he goes home.
Well, that answers my question as to what you were going to do with him. Just hold him captive forever, apparently.
I'm not holding him captive. Watch. Hey, do you want to live with me so this way you don't die?
sure.
I got consent.
And here's one of your fledglings. And he's like, I'm sorry. I just was hired for a job. I mean, I just quick look around and leave. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine, sweetie. You didn't do anything. Because I caught you first, so no hard feelings. Also, want a drink?
I don't drink.
Oh. She downs more of the bottle.
He's
Now
like,
we have some... Oh, go ahead.
he's like, I'm kind of straight edge, so I don't drink or anything.
You never cease to amaze, as I just see her downing this bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. Well, does she have the iron gullet?
No.
Oh, so
Does she have eat food?
I mean,
I
she
don't believe
could.
so.
The only thing she's ever done canonically is drink during season 2, and only alcohol.
It's coming back soon. Don't worry.
Lovely.
Can I send a text to Silas? Because
Sure. Yeah,
changed.
of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why I was giving you a little time to think.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm texting Silas and I'm writing, "Hi, little change of plans. Had to go back to where we met last night, and someone important wants a code? Question mark. And I don't know what happens if I don't get it."
Okay, I'll read that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will turn it to Shirley so she can read it.
Oh, that's the code to your girlfriend's place, right?
Excuse me, what?
Or she your sire? Baird?
Who Cassandra?
Oh, yep. Sorry, Baron. I really don't know what building you're referring to. Why doesn't she just make a completely fake code that will alert her anytime it enters the system that someone's breaking into the property? This way, Layla gets what she wants, and Cassandra's not putting her business at danger. And if the code comes up that it's being used, you have at least enough time to evacuate. Or whatever. And she downs more of the alcohol.
I see. Okay. Okay. He will mull this over in his mind for a moment, and then he will screenshot his phone with the messages from Layla. And he'll go into his phone. He'll go into like his photos, and he'll like get the draw tool or whatever and like cross out Layla's name. Well, technically it's not even Layla's name. I forget so I probably don't even have to do that. I think I put like Rocker Girl or something in there.
Probably,
For her contact. So I don't even have to edit that. So I will take that, attach that into like a message for Cassandra. And I will message any workaround for this. Won't be able to get info I need if they don't come back with something. This is for your office. Send.
Okay, this was to who again? I'm sorry.
This is to Cassandra.
Cassandra. Okay. You get back. I'm not giving anything out. You're gonna have to figure out another way.
And I will message back. Can you send me? Wait, okay. Okay, I will say, can you change the code after I send the proper one? Question mark. Send.
And there's a long wait. This is... It can be done, but am not very happy with this option.
And I will just say, it is certainly not ideal.
Okay.
Though if you think of something better, I'm all ears.
Okay. You get no further response.
All right, lovely.
I'm going to step away to Dr. Shirley for a minute, and I'll let you think for a minute. Dr. Shirley, now that you've had these shots, could you please give me a stamina and survival roll, please?
Wonderful. Survival and stamina.
I believe you have 3 dice. So.
Yep.
Okay. You feel something kind of surge in your throat, but you manage to push it down. Yeah, Silas, you notice Dr. Shirley go like this.
I scoot back slightly so she doesn't vomit on my shoes.
Oh yeah, at that she just puts she's probably finished the bottle of the whiskey at this point, sits it down, taps her tummy a bit like she's full, and then just looks at the new guy and just goes, "Hi, I wasn't paying attention earlier when you told me your name because I was debating if I was going to kill you or not. What was that again?"
Actually, you never asked him his name. His name is Garrett, he says. You never actually asked him.
True, but Dr. Shirley just assumes he said his name. Garrett, what can you do? But put it in code words, or write it down.
Can I um, he's like, I pretty good at breaking into places, and I know, know this computer stuff, and I, I'm, I don't know. It's hard to. He's kind of looking over at Silas, like, kind of like intimidated by this group. And
I meant like she flashes her eyes to show like her bestial eyes, and then they return back to her blue.
Oh, I don't know none of that stuff. I mean, I just got hired by the.
Oh, are you human?
Well, yeah, aren't we all human? He's looking around. And he's.
Give me a second. I look at Silas, grab him by his shirt. Just make sure he sits there and like.
Yep, I just cloud memory him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
and,
like. Yeah, so
and
he's like to places.
What? He's looking. He's like, how did I get? And he's looking at you guys like, who the hell are you guys? Like,
Well, okay, it just blankly wipes the last 10 minutes, so he would still know who she is.
Just probably not Silas.
Okay, but definitely he's kind of really.
Yes, he would definitely be extremely disoriented because he'd be like, "How did I get here?"
Yeah.
Also, I will text to Layla saying, "Last I checked, the code is 0451, though Cassandra changes it frequently."
I'm gonna type back. Okay, thanks. I'll talk with you later.
Okay. All right.
And I will just say,
sounds nervous, you know.
And he'll just say, "Be safe," and then he'll type out, "Miss you," but then delete it before he sends it.
Oh. Okay, she doesn't know that then. All right.
Okay.
So
Go ahead. Never mind.
Dr. Shirley needs another role. Stamina and survival, please.
Cool. Yeah, being a vampire and drinking is kind of bad because I don't have a system.
That's why there's a merit for these things.
So it's survival and stamina.
Yes, please.
Go. Yep. Rolling survival. That's one success.
Okay. You manage to keep your hand up, but you do puke, and it kind of squirts through your fingers, and lands on the floor. It has a slight red tinge to it that you can see. Most people would not be able to see the tinge of it in the dark club. But Garrett kind of slides back. He's like, I think I'm gonna be going if it's okay with you guys.
Oh yeah, remember you live with me now.
Oh, what? Because this would have been in the last 10 minutes. He's like, what?
Oh yeah, if you go back home, someone's gonna kill you. So you live with me now, so you don't die.
Oh shit! Oh no! All right, so now you have Garrett is having an emotional crisis. Dr. Shirley is holding back puke, and Silas has sent some information to Layla that might work. I think this is probably a pretty good place to wrap up for tonight, so that the players can take a deep breath.
I would say we love the sigh of disappointment for it being over.
Yeah.
And potentially plan for next week.
Okay.
So
I always feel like when we stop, we're like just getting into like the goodness of it. We're biting into the meat.
Yeah, but that's classic Tom being like, "Fuck you, cliffhanger."
I know, right? Like giving us a cliffhanger so the audience comes back. How fucking dare you play this and stuff?
It's almost like I planned it that way. So.
Maybe, yeah.
and I try to be respectful of everyone's time. You know, we only allot 2 hours, so let's talk. How does everybody feel?
Nervous.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, good for the most part.
Okay.
You know, everything feels sketchy AF, but you
Of
know,
course, it's vampires, so
It is.
yeah, it's vampires and politics and BS and cloak and dagger.
Mhm. Okay.
No. I will say, as a player, we will have another season. I'm very questioning doing one thing only for like the moment.
This is the end. So if you want to go
know.
out in
So,
a blaze
yeah,
of glory, go out.
Yeah, I was actually talking with my partners about this, where I'm like, it's really exciting to be playing again, but also it's the last season, so
I know.
anything can happen, and what the fuck is gonna go on?
To be fair, I am, because like Garrett's already on death's door if he gets found out, and Shirley is getting close to 100. So,
Yeah.
what's stopping her from having her first fledgling?
Oh wow.
That's
Oh wow.
and that's what I kind of served you up.
I know, like, he's literally on death's door. It's not gonna ruin his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He might become a Melcavian, though. That would
Yeah.
ruin his
Yeah.
life.
I think everyone
Maybe
wants to know
a
what's
little
going to happen to
bit.
Kyle, but
I mean,
Kyle might need a spinoff. I don't know.
Please, oh god, let's do a spin-off of Vampires with just Kyle. If we
Just
do
Kyle.
that, I play Kyle. I want to play the
yeah.
I toyed around with it. I thought maybe like a spinoff, just like everybody plays some like inconsequential or annoying character.
No. We do a Pride special next year of Vampires, and it's fucking Kyle. Being, guys, I'm not gay. But like, if we're going to a drag bar, I won't say no.
Oh my god.
It's like, I'm not gay, guys, but I will not say no to all these homosexual acts that you're putting upon me.
Listen, I'm not gonna say no, but if we go to a bar and there's a bunch of guys and I'm drinking, maybe.
Hey, it's just bros wrestling. I mean, come on.
Exactly. You know, we go back to like the mid 2000s, where like if you say no homo, then you know, obviously
Oh,
it's
no.
not gay, guys.
Listen, it's not gay if I like my big beefy best friend to pin me to the ground while I'm underneath a sweaty body. That's not gay. That's just gross.
Wow, that was a bit more specific than I was expecting.
Anyway,
That went somewhere. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Anyway,
Why don't we talk with our players, see what they've got going on? We're gonna start with my friend Jen,
Mhm.
and see what she's got going on.
Same thing as usual. I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. It's about the Diablo series of games and whatever's going on with the company. You can find new episodes every Saturday at shatteredsoulstone.com and possibly on Twitter if I remember to put it there.
Okay, awesome.
I really held in the urge to go Shattered Soulstone.
Don't steal her thunder. So.
It's all right. It's all right.
All right, and Whispers.
hi.
You mentioned something earlier, so
Oh, yeah, you know, I do things, the Dissonance Complex, where we do things.
we do
That's
things.
honestly, the only thing you need to know about the Dissonance Complex is the tagline that it's my channel, not yours. I can do what the fuck I want. So come have fun while we kill things like the Sins and dead people. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know, something or another.
Something or other. Loisius, you got anything going on?
Not personally, but I also shout out my friend's podcast again. It's Conspiracy Club on Spotify. My friend Tom and his friend Amir co-host this podcast where they like go over, you know, like unsolved mysteries and like supernatural whatevers and like just like talk about them.
Has there been anything about lizard people?
I don't. Wait, there might have been one episode talking about lizard people, or like where lizard people came up, but I don't remember specifically. So don't quote me on that. Also, Tom, don't come for me. I'm sorry if I don't remember properly.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Because lizard people would totally fit in with Old Man Winter's
It
beliefs.
would
Oh,
because
wow.
he's so fucking obsessed with them.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
And it's always hilarious because he's like freaking out about them being real when they're obviously real, but he
They
sounds
are real.
like a lunatic whenever he talks about it.
Hey, for myself, again, thank you for watching, everyone. We have the second half of our Mothership game this Saturday. We'll conclude that, and then we're going to carry on with more Vampire, and we're going to be getting back to some Call of Cthulhu. So a couple things coming up next couple weeks. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next week, next Thursday, for more Vampire. So say goodnight, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.